My name is Todd Double. I do kinetic sculpture, and lately I've been introducing electronics into my work.
Let's assume you were right. Play the game of charm and strange and satellite.
I've been trying to make the work self-activated, more interactive basically, so that people, instead of having to touch the work, it can be triggered by sensors and will activate itself. This is Ryan.
Ryan.
He's my little guy.
When you say sensors, how does that work?
All right, so I use light sensors, proximity sensors, motion sensors in order to make changes within the sculpture, either turn it on, turn it off, change colors, control speed, or things like that.
Deflate the stars and put away the sun, and so we can call it a day. I'll never prove that my motives were pure, so let's remove any question.
I think that was the biggest problem in a lot of my work before, was the fact that people are really afraid to touch sculpture. They don't want to interact with it, and they would have to be shown or forced to interact with it. And in this way, just by coming upon it or moving controllers and programming, I had to learn C programming and basic programming. I went to Penn State University for my BFA, and I went to Pennsylvania Academy of Fine Arts for my MFA. I didn't really learn any electronics in either of those places. That was all self-taught in the past year and a half or so. I've always wanted to learn it, I just never really had the time to sit down and do it. Lately I've been a stay-at-home dad with 2 kids, and by the end of the day I'm beat. I didn't really have enough energy to make things, so I just decided this is the time to study and learn and try to incorporate these things in my next body of work.
If I don't understand, well, I guess it takes all kinds.
Is your dad a good babysitter?
No.
What? Whoops. Oh, 5-second rule.
It's fine. I'm the sculptor's wife.
And what do you do for a living?
Environmental consultant.
Are his sculptures
art supporter.
environmentally friendly?
Yes, love the solar.
Okay.
This is all things that I researched in the past year, a year and a half, and in the past 8 months I've only felt comfortable enough to actually start incorporating it into my artwork.
I've gotten into computer programming a little bit from my job, and it's a daunting thing. My hat's off to you, sort of self-training yourself in C++. That must have been challenging.
I think that was the hardest part. The electronics, the circuitry is difficult too, but I didn't feel like I was quite starting from scratch. I knew a little bit of very, very basic electronics. I knew very little of anything about programming.
How did you do it?
A little bit of books, but mostly Google, mostly the internet. There's a lot of great websites out there. The open source movement has been incredible for learning to do anything with hardware or software. Arduino is a platform of microcontroller, which you program the microcontroller and it tells all of your hardware what to do. That's really the biggest new open source piece of hardware that people are using, and it's a very open community, a lot of people there giving a lot of information about how to do these things, and they've really made it easier for me. I wouldn't have been able to do this maybe 10 years ago.
Any question of
whole canon of artists that I've looked at a lot, but lately I haven't been looking at as much artists as I have been things in nature, diatoms, radiolari, things like that, biological forms, physics. I'm very interested in physics and astronomy and things like that, so I think a lot about biology and physics a lot when I'm making my pieces.